Good evening, everybody. Just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Great appreciation to y'all with all the kids to come and work this with City Council and show them how the cities work and bringing them up to the schools and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and get started here, and here's our mayor to start off the night.
Are all the council members present? May you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and for the Texas flag. Proclamation and recognition of each student from LaVey Stewart Elementary School that are active in the Leader in Me program, that are present to take part in our regular City Council meeting and participate as an active member of our City Council and staff. Proclamation...
Hold on, we'll stop there. Right? Yes. So first we're going to hand these out? Yes. All right. Oh, where is it? Here's yours. You want to read that?
Whereas Mayor Kurt Oten proclaims April 19, 2022 as Leader in Me Kids Council Day in the city of Clear Lake Shores. Whereas local government requires participation at all levels to aid in the growth and longevity of a community, and whereas in recognizing that support of the community comes in many forms from a diverse and unique population, and whereas the city of Clear Lake Shores is actively including the next generation of leaders in participation in city government, and whereas the participants from the LaVey Stewart Elementary School Leader in Me program are Louisa Burkell, Perla Colon, Alana Duplin, Finn Foster, Luciana Love, Cara Pins, Gabriel Portillo, Pierce Thomas, and Saria Torres. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Kurt J. Oten, Mayor of Clear Lake Shores, Texas, and on behalf of the City Council, I do hereby proclaim April 19, 2022, Leader in Me Kids Council Day throughout Clear Lake Shores, Texas. In witness whereof I hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of Clear Lake Shores, Texas, to be herein affixed.
You did a great job. That's better than I do. All right, Alana Duplin.
Having a heart attack.
Mr. Alex Scanlon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lucia Brazil. Mr. Randy Cronister. And Perla Collins.
Right there.
All right. Mr. Rick Fisher.
proclamation for Boy Scouts of America, Troop 603, for construction of a donation box for United States of America flags to be collected for decommissioning.
You can bring the box up and the Boy Scouts. Want me to read it? You can read it.
You can read it.
I'm going to do this one. So, Proclamation of Boy Scouts of America, Troop 603. Whereas the Boy Scouts of America was founded on February 8, 1910 by William D. Boyce and chartered by Congress in 1960. And whereas the mission of the Boy Scouts of America is to prepare young people to make ethical and moral choices over their lifetimes by instilling in them the value of the Scout Oath and law, and whereas the Boy Scouts of America has created a strong foundation of leadership, service, and community involvement for millions of American youths, and whereas the City of Clear Lake Shores would like to extend their gratitude to the Boy Scouts of Troop 603 for their community involvement for the construction of a donation box for United States of America flags to be collected for retirement. And now, therefore, the City of Clear Lake Shores Mayor, City Council, and residents do hereby express our appreciation for our local Troop 603 for their dedication and service to uphold the U.S. flags in the highest honor. In witness hereof, I, Mayor Kurt, on hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the City of Clear Lake Shores to be affixed on the 19th day of April 2022. Properly retire the United States flag, and the Clear Lake Shores Yacht Club has agreed to provide the ceremonies and give the right respect to the flags when we do actually the retirements. And hopefully this will be here around for many, many, many years to come. So, thank recognition purposes, the Boy Scouts of America Troop 603 was sponsored by Nathan Howard with A.J. Salva and then his Nathan's sons, James and Isaac. So thank y'all for coming out tonight. We really appreciate that. I need to give them this. If you'd like, I've got the proclamation for you. I'd walk, but I'm getting tired. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, one more. Take one and give one to the other two guys, please. Okay, thanks. All right. Yep, next is reports from council.
Will each council member please give a report if they have one?
Read it off. Councilman Steve Wordis.
Councilman Steve Warders, Councilman Pierce Thomas.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to let Councilman Pierce Thompson respond.
We have nothing to report at this time, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Wordis.
Thank you, Mr. Warders. Councilman Rick Fisher, Councilwoman Perla Colon.
The parks and Pools community meets on Monday, April 11th, and talked about the ice cream social on May 5 at the pool. It starts at 6:30, so everyone please come out and enjoy some ice cream. Ice cream is my favorite. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think I heard ice
you,
cream.
Thank you, Mr. Fisher. Councilwoman Monica Leday, Councilman Finn Foster.
Hello, and thank you for coming tonight. We would like to thank you, Civic Club, and all the residents for a fantastic Easter weekend.
He told me he's in first grade and I was too wordy. As liaison for Planning and Zoning Committee, I'd like to remind everybody that there's a hearing on the 25th at 7 o'clock for several zoning changes, and also to remind everybody that the Gulf Coast Protection funding for the Coastal Barrier Project is in Congress right now, and to exercise your right as a citizen to let your voice be heard.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Ledet. Councilman Alex Scalone, Councilwoman Alana Duplin.
Hello, I'm Councilwoman Alana Duplon. I'm in third grade, and I would like to thank the police and fire department for keeping our schools and the citizens of Clear Lake Shores safe all year long. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Scalone. Councilman Randy Cronstern. Councilwoman Louisa Burko.
Hello, my name is Louisa Becerril, and I'm a city councilwoman, and I'm gonna give a report of the
roads and drainage.
Roads and drainage.
Can you read that?
Yeah.
Take your time.
Before hurricane season,
We hope to be paving Blue Point Road.
we hope to be paving Blue Point Road before hurricane season, and we will also be paving Narcissus Road after hurricane season.
Awesome. That's it.
Thank you, Ms. Burkell.
Next is the mayor report. Remember this here?
Mayor Kurt Owen, Mayor Gabriel Portillo. My name is Gabriel Portillo. I am a 5th grader at Stewart Elementary, and I look forward to being mayor today.
Kurt, you better watch out.
And I'm very terrified.
You're doing great.
I welcome all residents, attendees, and especially the parents and family of the students involved with today's council meeting. I hope everyone had a great holiday Easter weekend. It looked like it was a great turnout at the sunrise service at Deep Hole Park, as well as everyone that came out to Jarboe Park for pictures with the Easter Bunny and egg hunt. Great job by our Civic Club for putting this on. Lastly, Elks Lodge Blessing of the Fleet, Gumbo Cook-Off and Car Show Saturday, and Blessing of the Fleet on Sunday in Kemah. Thank you.
That job's pretty easy, huh? Cool. Alright, staff reports, number 4.
Alright. Police Department Chief Keel and Chief Louisiana Love.
My name is Luciana Love. The city is safe. The people are secure.
Thank you.
Thank you,
City
Luciana.
Administrator. What?
I was thanking her, and I have a couple of things real quick.
Okay.
He likes to talk.
We have an update on Officer Galvan. His surgery went well. Got the stitches out, and it looks like about 6 more weeks, 5 to 6 more weeks before he can be reevaluated. And my monthly spotlight for charitable organizations, I think we should go with the Boy Scouts of America tonight. If you have an opportunity to support those guys anytime they're out with an event, please reach out and help those young men out. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Keel. City Administrator Brent Spear, City Administrator Saria Torres.
Hopefully this will be a lot shorter.
My name is Sarai Torres, and I'm in kindergarten at Stewart Elementary, home of the Soaring Seagulls. Of you of a copy of my report.
Thank you.
That's the best one yet. Next is committee reports.
At this time, any member from one of the following committees may give an update on the interactions of their appointed committee or commission.
Call out Parks and Pools.
Parks and Pools.
We didn't get you anyone, Mrs. Richardson, sorry. You have to do it all on your own.
Okay, I'll try. Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot. Yes, our Pool and Parks Committee did have a meeting this month, and I want to thank Perla for a great job in announcing our ice cream social. A couple years back, we started a pool membership drive sign-up at the pool in conjunction with the Civic Club, who brings the ice cream. And of course, it's open for everyone. You don't have to join the pool, but we provide all the information. You can get your pool tags. Memberships will expire. Current pool memberships expire at the end of April, and the city comes and works hard and brings us all the paperwork and pool tags and all, so that's coming up May 5th. We had our meeting at the pool to go review the pool for the ice cream social. Pool furniture was new last year, so it's all in good shape. A little work needs to be done on the decal seal, and we've had a problem with the lights, and Brent's going to work on that with the pool people to see if we can repair that without having to put all new equipment in. He did give us an update on the boat ramp project, but I don't have the notes and it's too complicated for me. So you can catch him up on that next time. We also have had a project here with the little or the free book box project. The one was moved from Depot and is now at Triangle Park. It's very visible, so check it out. I was also told that those little birdhouses will be repaired. They're starting to kind of rot away. So, and I think it's a great spot for it. It's very open, visible. And the one, of course, on Pine, a new one will be purchased for that. That will be at Sundial. They're kind of expensive, so at some point here, hopefully, the city can purchase a new book box there. And the hole that was at the top of the boat ramp was filled in with gravel. And I think that's about all we had this month.
Thank you, Mrs. Richardson. Roads and drainage.
I can hide behind here, it's okay. We are getting bids for Blue Point to be evaluated. The Narcissus is going to be after. We have set the elevation points. They've been set, right? Yep. Yeah, and then we're still working to get these tide flex drainage things we have that come out. It seems to be impossible to get somebody to maintain them, but Kevin is working on it. So, yeah, that's about it.
Thank you, Thomas Holland. Zoning Board and Adjustments. Planning and Zoning.
I'd like to respond for planning and zoning, if I may.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I would encourage all residents, we're going to have a meeting on Monday, the 25th of April at 7 o'clock p.m. I believe it'll be held here. And I strongly encourage every resident to attend. I think it's going to be an interesting meeting. We're going to be talking about, some folks are asking for some zoning changes on properties and that, and we'd like to solicit each and everybody's input. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wardis.
Thank you, Mr. Wardis.
Next is waterfront compliance.
Waterfront and Compliance.
I will take this one. I believe we've started installing some letters. Kurt, did we actually end up getting that done? So some letters have been installed and the city's providing those. Hopefully that alleviates some of the violations for not having letters out there. It was getting a little silly, so everyone hopefully appreciates that. And I think on the 27th of this month we have a workshop with City Council and the Waterfront Compliance Committee to begin renegotiating or rewriting the 10-year lease. So we're staying well ahead of that, so we don't have a crunch at the very end trying to get it done. And that's all.
Thank you, Mr. Scanlon.
Next is Civic Club activities. Number 6.
I call for a report for the Civic Club members.
Okay. I want to reiterate everybody what they said about the Easter egg hunt. Thanks to Georgette for heading that up because I was out of town. Thank the Easter Bunny for coming by. They planned for 72 kids and had that and many more. Everything was gone, so that's a really good showing. Thanks to JT and Kathy Thomas for another amazing sunrise service. I'll go right into the 60th anniversary if that's okay.
Next one, 60th anniversary.
60th Anniversary Celebration Committee.
All right.
We have a process.
That is set for Saturday, April 30th. Hope everybody comes out. Our Mayor Pro Tem will be cooking shrimp. So we'll have the vintage car parade at noon. If you know anybody that has a vintage car, we'd love for them to come ride around the island, and then they're going to come back and park if they like so people can visit with the cars and look at them. Festivities will start at 1. Let me back up. They'll be cooking. Monica is our staging queen. And Rick, if he makes it in town, and Steve will also be there. So not to shortchange anybody. Alex is going to have his cool boat over at the Keels and Wheels. It's a busy weekend.
I'm going to try to make it over here.
Anyway, they will all be there. I was just talking about the cook. Sorry. So the festivities will start at 1. Lunch will be served around 1:30ish. The games and all will start at 1. We'll have badminton, croquet, trying to bring it back into a little 1962 theme. The Civic Club's going to have ice cream sundaes for the kids, and we have ordered 400 cupcakes to celebrate the anniversary and Civic Clear Lake Shore's birthday.
And add to it, free shrimp, right?
Free. Everything's free, plus a bunch of free giveaways.
And I think the yacht club's going to have the drink machine there.
Not sure.
Slush machine there. Slushies. All right, next is going to be Economic Development Corporation.
Economic Development Corporation.
Hello, Mayor, Council, young Council. We had our regular Economic Development Corp meeting last Tuesday. It was a regular meeting. We had a presentation by the Visit Bay Area Houston Convention and Visitor Bureau. We also voted to fund 50% of the strategic plan, which is a joint plan with City Council and EDC. I think that's scheduled for June 30th. We're also looking at options, and Brent's helping with this, to replant the trees at the entrance. We're going to look at a couple different options and get some bids there. And then lastly, we're looking to explore possibly funding a Clear Lake Shores themed mural for one of the buildings up front, and just kind of exploring that to see if that's something we want to do, similar to what other cities have been doing. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Boltinghouse.
Alright, next one's gonna be public comments. And then just read this.
At this time, any person with city-related business may speak to the City Council. Topic of discussion must be consistent with an item listed on the agenda. In compliance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, City Council may not deliberate. Comments from the public should be limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per individual.
Everybody jump up at once. No public comments. Alright, close item 9. And then we'll go to item number 10, new business. And then just check to see if anybody wants to pull an item.
Is there any item that council would like to have pulled at this time from the consent agenda?
Having none, is there any opposition to the consent agenda?
Are there any objections to consent agenda?
Having none, it's been accepted.
The consent agenda passes.
Alright, item number 11.
Discussion and possible action may be taken on the following items.
And then we're going to do item A.
Can I appoint 2 members from the Planning and Zoning Commission?
Term will expire.
The term will expire at September 30th, 2023.
So we've had 5 applicants. Just to take this offline a little bit from the kids, so not to get in the middle of everything, we have 5 applicants, Bob Ralph, Roger DeRick, Stephen Flash, Jesse Young, and Alex Scanlon, working with Olson, Lauren. They did let us know that it's best not to have a city council member on there because that's something else we need to consider also with Mr. Wordus, but maybe not this evening. But anything that comes out of the P&Z is a recommendation, whether it's no or yes, and it comes before council for them to make a final decision. So for instance, if they recommend denying it, it could still come to council, and council could reverse that if they so choose. But that's what part of the committee's out there. So if there's no questions, my recommendation was to put some new folks out there that to be on this committee, and I was going to recommend Bob Ralph, Roger DeRick, and then Stephen Flash as an alternate.
I'll motion to appoint Roger DeRick and Bob Ralph as the 2 primary members, and Jesse Young as the alternate.
A second.
Alright, we have a motion and a second for Bob Ralph and Roger DeRick as the primary and Jesse Young as the alternate. Any discussion?
Is everybody here? I see a few of y'all. So, I have a question. I know that probably a lot of this activity is sparked by the hearing on Monday. How many of y'all signed up specifically for that versus to be on the whole term?
We can't hear y'all back here.
Well, let me speak up, because I can be much louder. So, I know probably this is the most people I've ever seen sign up for committees in my limited time. So, I'm curious, how many of you guys signed up specifically because of the hearing coming up on Monday, and how many of you are actually interested in the full term of being on planning and zoning?
I'd say both. I signed up because of, it kind of brought to my attention.
Thank you, guys.
Any further discussion? Yeah, go ahead. Any further discussion?
Are there any further discussions?
No. At this time.
At this time, I call for a vote. All in favor, say aye and raise your right hand.
Aye.
And any opposed, say nay.
All opposed, say nay and raise your right hand.
Having none, the motion passes unanimously.
Having none, motion passes unanimously.
Yay. Alright, before we adjourn, it's a nice short meeting tonight. I think it's the fastest one in a while. Reminder for everybody also that our meetings in May, June, July, and August only happen the first Tuesday of the month. And let's give a big old shout out to our Stewart Elementary Leader in Me program for coming out tonight and leading this council meeting. And now it's the kids' chance to thank all the parents out here for bringing them tonight and bringing them up and raising them in a great life and then going to Stewart Elementary. And with that, I'll leave it to our mayor of the evening to close us out.
If no further comments, the meeting will adjourn at this time at 7:05. Thank you.